Hi guys, this is Helian Bunny or Kevin Noel, whichever you want to call me. I'm sorry I haven't been posting very much. I don't really have very much things to post, but if you kind of want to see what I've been up to, go over to Vic Linville's channel, which I will link below, which I also do have linked in my channel place. But she has tagged me on a Harry Potter tag thing, and now I'll be looking down quite a bit just because I'm kind of like trying to see the questions, so you'll get a lot of that. And also I'm wearing a flower crown today because I felt like it and my hair is a mess. Yeah. I will also link below to where I got this beautiful flower crown. It was actually made by a friend of mine, and she is amazing at making these flower crowns, and you should totally get one. Anyway, first question, favorite book. My favorite Harry Potter book was The Goblet of Fire, because I got to read that before the movie came out, and it was so cool. Already knowing what was going to happen, and you know, it was just kind of disappointed that some scenes didn't kind of end up in the movie, and those were a couple of scenes that I was looking forward to. It's kind of been a while, so I don't really remember exactly which ones, so heads up on that. Let's see, question number 2, my favorite movie. My favorite movie will always be the first one. Now, I say this because when I was 6, when I saw the movie, it was kind of mind-blowing to me because I've never seen anything like it. Sure, I've watched anime and stuff, but it was just so gorgeous and pretty and elegant that I'm just like, wow, I didn't know this existed, and it made my life just that much more magical. Kind of thinking that, oh, maybe, you know, someone can go through these can go through these bricks because, you know, Diagon Alley, maybe. Anyway, question number 3, least favorite book. Now, I don't really have a least favorite book, but I do have to say that I have not read the last book, and I have not read the most recent one. What was it? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. But yeah, so I guess I can't really say, well, those aren't really the options for me. But honestly, whenever I can go back and experience the Harry Potter world again for myself, you know, I'm all for that. So I don't really have a least favorite book, and yeah, and let's see, number 4, parts of the books and movies that made you cry. I don't really have one that made me like cry. Well, I guess, you know, in Prisoner of Azkaban, when Harry finally meets his uncle, Sirius Black, and then, you know, they have to move apart again, that was just kind of like heart-wrenching, just because it was like Harry has been looking for someone that, you know, even knew his parents a bit more than Dumbledore, and he finally has this link, but now he has to go away, so that makes me kind of sad. And the end, well, I mean, that's kind of a given, because it's kind of like, oh, it's the end, people are dying, but, I mean, I guess that's kind of a cop-out answer. But how can you not cry at the end? It's like the end of it all. You don't know if you'll be able to go back there again. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? Now I'm gonna say, this is kind of easy. I like them redheads. So, it's gonna be one of the Weasleys. Honestly. And I honestly believe that if you can't have a little humor in your life, it's gonna be kind of dark, kind of bland, kind of gloomy. So, I'm gonna choose one of the Weasleys, and I'm gonna say Bill because dragons. Not because he's hooks. Next question. Let's see. Favorite character. My favorite character, I have several, to be honest. I think all the characters are lovable in their own way. My favorite character would have to be Hermione, just because she's someone that I looked up to even when I was little and someone that I kind of wanted to be. That's kind of weird to say. I mean, just being knowledgeable in general is just something that I kind of look up to, and I totally understand that thing where she has a problem with time and just wanting to learn everything. So yes, honestly, in that world, I would also be a Hermione. Therefore, my favorite character is Hermione. Okay, what would your Patronus be? I'm really hoping that would be a cute and fluffy bunny, because I love bunnies. Or oh, alpaca. Oh, my Patronus. My Patronus would be an alpaca. Or this guy. Anything fluffy will be fine. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, Invisibility Cloak, or Elder Wand, which one would you choose? See, this one is kind of like debatable, because I honestly would not and should not be holding so much power in any way. Because Resurrection Stone wise, you know, just with anything, Resurrection usually comes at a price, so no thanks. Elder Wand, people are gonna try and get you to get that, so no thanks. Invisibility Cloak, yeah, I'd go with the Invisibility Cloak, because at least if they can't find me, if I do something, it just makes it harder for me to find, so for sure the Invisibility Cloak. What house would you be in? I would be in Ravenclaw, though sometimes I can also be in Slytherin, but honestly, Ravenclaw is my house and will always be my house. Sorry, Huggy Bear, I'm a Ravenclaw, Slytherin, sorry. But yeah, let's see. If you could meet any of the member of the cast, who would it be? If I could, I would definitely meet Alan Rickman, but he's gone now, so he's gone to the place where all the cool people eventually go. So I would meet him if, you know, he's in the options. As of, well, I guess just meeting anyone from there would just be like, holy crap, just because it's like, you guys make up my childhood. So it's kind of like meeting your childhood heroes, in a way. You know, even if they're the villain, I don't care. They're amazing like that. I mean, it sounds a little desperate, but no, but yeah, I probably would really like to meet Tom Felton and Donald Gleason, because if I can meet Hugs, I can always ask him if he's a Weasley gone bad. Anyway, moving on. Have you played any of the video games? I have played the video games. Trying to think. I played the Sorcerer's Stone on PlayStation 2, I think, or was it 1? It's been a while. And then I played Chambers of Secrets. I didn't get very far in that one because I wasn't very good at the game. And then on PC, I played Prisoner of Azkaban, and that was actually the only one that I ever beat. Yep. If you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? I would rather not play Quidditch. Quidditch looks scary, and I would probably die. Let's see. If you were... Oh, number 13. Were you happy with the ending? I'm gonna say yes, because it was kind of like properly ended, so not too many loose ends. It was a pretty satisfying ending, you know, just seeing their kids go in, but I was really sad to see that it's like, oh, there's gonna be no more, even though that's clearly not true, since they did come up with Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, so I'm kind of looking forward to reading that. Yeah, and number 14, how much does Harry Potter mean to you? Harry Potter means I mean, I wouldn't be too devastated if it, you know, disappeared forever or whatever, but it did make quite an impact because it kind of made my days a little bit more magical, and in terms of creatures and stuff, it was kind of like, let's see, the gateway to wanting to know more about the mythical creatures, so that was pretty cool. Trying to think. I mean, I did watch animes and stuff, but it's just like, you know, it's one of those things that, because it's like usually set in a world where it's like, you know, far in a galaxy far, far away type thing, and this one, which is, you know, could possibly be set in your backyard. I mean, you don't know if wizards are going through the brick stone wall by your house, you know, to go to a Diagon Alley or something. I can't speak today. So, yeah. I mean, it just made my world that much more magical, and in terms of creativity, that kind of helped it along, and I just really like the aesthetic of it all. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. May your days always be magical, and have an awesome, awesome day. Bye-bye.